Hello everybody, this is Keyblader007. This is my first ever unboxing video. As you can see, I bought 4 different Beyblades from the Metal Fury Spark FX Hyperblade series. I have Diablo Nemesis in some fruity colors, Phantom Orion in more fruity colors, L-Drago Destructor, probably the coolest color scheme out of all of them, and Omega Dragonis. You'll recognize these if you watch the Beyblade Metal Fury anime like I do. Now, I decided to give these a try because basically the new anime blades have, the 4D system. And at first Hasbro didn't do the 4D system and I was really pissed off about that. They just basically made like Galaxy Pegasus and all that like regular old blades, which is not cool. But then finally, even though I wish they didn't do the recolors, they released these Hyperblades. So I'm going to open each one and build it on video for you to see. And we'll see how it is. So I guess I'll start with L-Drago Destructor. I got these from ToysRUs.com. They had a buy one get one half off sale. So all 4 of them together with shipping, about $40. As you can see, just like any blade, they come with the short long ripcord, the Dragon Winder with the shorter than the old plastic days, which will never ever compete with it. But at least it has the right grip. I hated the teddy bear grips from the old days. Yeah, I'm a bit of a savage with opening things. I use my teeth. Comes with your little instructions for people that don't know how to assemble a blade. And hopefully a sticker guide. Oh wait, it seems it might already be stickered. Well, that saves me a lot of work. Oh, and look at that. It's pre-built out of the box. This is L-Drago Destructor. That's pretty interesting. Comes with the left grip. I mean, not grip, the left launcher. It's a Husband blade. And of course you get your stupid little battle code for the battle online that no one really cares about. So let's take her apart, see how it ticks. Sorry, this is my first one ever. Little nervous. And I'm doing this all by myself, so it's basically a camera pointed at me and no retakes. So yeah, get that face bolt out. A little hard to see. This one has a cool black and red scheme. And as you can see, it's all pre-stickered. This one seems to have some like rubber wings. Double-sided, I believe. And then you have the base, which is basically a glorified Dronzer V2 style. As it spins, the tip goes in, it gets stronger, yada yada yada. Let's put it back together. Be patient with me. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but I think this is exactly like the Japanese Takara Tomy one. But don't quote me on that, because I'm not exactly sure. Sorry it took longer than I expected to do this video. After all, I did say I would get it by the end of the week at least. Because, school was still going, now it's spring break, and I did have work. But today I opened, so I can get out early-ish. Next I'm going to open Omega Dragonis. Okay, scratch what I said about the teddy bear ripcord. This one seems to come with one. How disappointing. Not even going to open this, because it's like pretty much the exact same thing. I can just use the key to open the other one. one thing I forgot to mention, it seems that the L-Drago Destructor, you can rotate the top piece of the fusion wheel for attack mode or absorb mode, if that's legit. So I have no idea which mode I just put it in when I put it back together. Now this is pretty interesting. This is Omega Dragonis. Now I wanted this blade because I saw it in the show, and I'm a bit of a fanboy when it comes to things I see in the show, and I really always want it, so yeah. So this one has the Energy Ring Dragonis. It has the Fusion Wheel Omega, which is a configuration of 2 different attack modes. And it seems like it has some kind of sub-fusion wheel built into it. It doesn't seem it rotates freely like Scythe Chronos, though. It doesn't seem like you can reverse it either. I guess you just turn it and it locks in place to overlap with the wings or be in the gap. And the spin track is 85. It's pretty low for good attack types. And then we have the tip, which I just lost. Where did it go? Oh, that's just lovely. Oh, it's still on the damn thing, derp. Oh, that's, yeah, I bought this also because it has the XF tip, which is extreme flat for impressive attack and mobility. Of course, these stats mean jack crap, but it's still nice. At the end of the video, I guess I'll launch them into a stadium and see how they perform, or something. I mean, these are relatively cheap compared to how much you gotta pay for some of the Takara Tomy ones. And I think they're like the same quality, so that helps. Oh yeah, let me read off the parts for the L-Drago one. I forgot to read that off. The Energy Rings Destructor, the Fusion Wheels, L-Drago 3, configured in 2 ways that absorb hits, like I just showed you in the paper. And the spin track is in spin track and performance tip FS. Final survive tip changes from hold flat to spike to help increase stamina. Drones of V2. For all my plastic bladers, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I think I will open this after all, just to see what the instructions say about the mode change. That seems to be the only benefit of looking at them. Because I'm not an expert on MFB like I used to be with plastic. I've fallen pretty far. Yeah, this one has an attack mode and a smash attack mode. Yeah, it seems like when they overlap the wheels, it's attack mode, and when they create multiple wheels, it's smash attack mode. I always love Hasbro's stupid little instructions that are just so useless. They always say the same thing. They never give like any definitive good information like the Japanese ones ever did. Next I'll do Phantom Orion. This one seemed pretty cool. Now what attracted me to this, I read on the Beyblade wiki that its tip is, it's called a bearing drive. It's a spin track performance tip fusion. It has a free spinning tip and ball bearings for stability and balance, and it's reminiscent of Wolborg MS from the HMS series. Its energy ring is Orion, and its fusion wheel is Phantom 1. It configures it for stamina or attack. And I think it's plastic with metal, but again, I have to see. Yeah, it seems like none of these things come with stickers. Oh yeah, these come with right launchers, the other ones, I forgot to mention that before. As you see, if I put it really close, that shit spins. And like any good mechanic, we're going to take it apart and take a look at it. Now, I picked these blades based off, you know, what I saw in the show, and of course reading about stuff on the actual wiki, like which blade's worth buying and which one isn't. Because there was some other ones I wanted to buy, but I didn't. I can't remember names, so don't even ask me. Let's see what the little Hasbro pamphlet says about this Phantom Orion. Phantom Orion has attack mode and a stamina mode. You flip the metal piece of fusion wheel over and you get the stamina mode. Let's try that now. If I can get this plastic thing out. Okay, how the hell do I do this? Oh, that's clever. That's interesting. See, one's plastic, one's metal. You put it in one way, and it locks in. If I can figure it out again. I had it the first time. Bear with me, there we go. And then if you flip it over, it locks in pretty tight, I gotta say. It seems like it free spins. I could be wrong though. Let's put it back together and see if it's gonna go on okay. Where's that little face bolt? I am doing something definitely wrong here. Oh, I think I figured it out. Okay, you don't flip over the plastic, you flip over the metal. And each metal side has different properties. That's actually pretty cool. And it's like a complete circle, so it's like very zombie-ish. Here's one side, here's the other. Yeah. So for future reference, I have no idea what I was talking about before. It does not free spin, the tip free spins, but that would be really cool if it did. Like Sight Chronos, that blade is badass. What if Sight Chronos would be, how awesome it would be with this tip. Free spinning energy ring, I think it was, with a free spinning tip. For the plastic blader days, that reminds me of zombies. Those things were destructive, man. You don't lose easily when you have a zombie on your side, I'll tell you that. I hate these stupid little face bolt screws. They're such a pain in the ass. And they made it so short on this model. Look how short that is compared to the other ones. It's so tiny. Barely get any grip in it. I feel like it's gonna break. Okay, let's try it. Third time's the charm, right? Like I said, it's the first time I'm doing this. Bear with me. You know, it's gonna be a little blooperific. There we go. Alright. Final blade. I could do a test video. Not an actual, probably battle, but just let's see ripping them. Now this is Diablo Nemesis. Apparently the big badass blade in the show that's coming up for the English watchers. And like the root of all evil and stuff. Its energy ring, obviously called Nemesis, but Nemesis A. Fusion wheel is called Diablo. Configure it for attack or balance. The spin track / performance tip is XD, an X drive with 3 tips for different attack modes. Now that is what drove me to this blade. Also, you know, I do like the fact that it's the main big badass blade for the enemy, and of course that's always a sell point. Sorry if you can't see me that well. Camera's tilted a little down. Yeah, Yeah, it has ultimate balance mode and attack mode. So for it to call itself ultimate balance mode, you know, that's pretty braggy. Let's see what this thing can do. That's the beauty together. Now we're going to take this thing apart. Okay, it seems with this one, it locks in a certain way, these two metal pieces, and that's how you change the orientation. Which one is which, I have no idea. A little color would be nice. This is what I'm really interested in, this spin track blade base thing. Seems it has some kind of spring mechanism. I can't figure out how it works. Three tip sizes for different attack modes. Huh. I wonder how this works. Do you rotate it? Ah, okay. Seems like another Dronza V2 type of gizmo, in a way. It's also kind of different. I'd have to try it to see exactly what it does, because I can't figure it out just by looking at it. This is 3 tip sizes, and I only see that it could be pushed in or pushed out, so I don't really understand. Now you can all laugh at me as I try to get this thing on. Oh, did it in one shot. Bam. That's a big one. Look at that thing. It's huge. Well, for the tiny metal blade size, I mean. Nothing was bigger than the plastics. Those are huge. I'm going to save all these little papers to the table, and yeah, I'm just going to transition from here to the test video. So, once again, here are the blades, Phantom Orion. Where's the little paper thingy? It's Dragonis. I just can't remember the sub-part name. Whatever, Dragonis. Oh, here it is. Omega Dragonis, excuse me. L-Drago Destructor and Diablo Nemesis X. These 4 blades. Transition time. And we're back. So I pulled out the Super Vortex Stadium just to, it was the easiest thing I could find right now to test out these blades. I can't seem to find any of my gear right now, so I'm just going to go with the stuff that came with, but I did find a nice actual long ripcord from the Takara ones. See? So I guess first I'll just launch L-Drago Destructor, see how it plays. Okay, seems to start out pretty fierce and then get like calm at the end. Definitely has something to do with this little mechanism on the spin track blade base thingy. I keep forgetting the name. And it's dead. Next we'll try the Mega Dragonis. This is probably going to be a crazy one. It's right spin, so I got to switch launchers. Again, I apologize, but you know, Nicky's been really busy. I don't have chances to play with him anymore, and he doesn't really have much interest either. Not my fault. Alright, that extreme flat seems to definitely be doing its job on the Tornado Ridge. Tornado Ridge, not Tornado Ridge. Take a look at that awesome, damn, what was it called again? The blade called Orion. Hold on, give me a sec. Bear with me here. Phantom Orion. Yeah, that's it. Phantom Orion. The awesome free spinning bottom. That seems pretty sweet. I think they called Spark FX just because of the stupid bright colors they gave them. See how it goes right back to the position? And now finally, Diablo Nemesis. It's been a long time since I ripped a Beyblade. Very interesting. Seems that it stayed flat. I can't figure out why. There's definitely something to this spring in the bottom. Oh, I just figured it out. I can lock it. Okay. Now it's in sharp. Very interesting. But it did say it had 3 different modes. Can't figure out any other one it could do. Just from doing this. I guess I'll look it up on the internet later. I'm just going to keep it in sharp mode right now, easy to control. Alright, so I'm going to battle Orion versus the Diablo Nemesis. Again, I'm by myself, so yeah, only one launcher at a time. The way I hate doing things, but do what you can, right? Obviously Orion has the advantage for, the disadvantage for getting launched first, so yeah. That's why it lost. Because everything needs to be even test, and I can only reload and rip so fast. That was a little bit better. Yeah, that was much better. Orion got ripped first and it still won. That free spinning core is pretty sweet. Alright, let's try L-Drago versus Orion. This is a pain because I gotta switch launchers. There won't be any music to hear because I'm sick and tired of YouTube muting my videos. I'm just taking them down and, you know, calling copyright infringement. is pretty bad. Launch first, and it's still one with a lot of stamina left. Alright, let's try Orion versus Dragonis. See, I only have like one Takara Tomy stadium for MFB, so yeah, I don't have a lot of resources anymore with these things. I think we both know Orion's probably going to win this fight. Yep, called it. Alright, that's enough for Orion. Let's try Defense Mode Nemesis versus L-Drago. Very interesting. Even though launch first, Nemesis still beat it. Alright, now I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to put I'm going to put Nemesis versus Dragonis. Because any other pairings would be like 2 attack types, and I just can't pull that off by myself. That's just too much chaos. These are all out of the box, just like I showed you earlier. So if you like any of what you see, I guess pick them up. I mean, I wish I had more to do with them, or someone to play with, but I'm at least pretty satisfied with my purchase. They seem pretty sweet. Definitely can make some nice customizations. Once again, Diablo Nemesis beats the competitor. Okay. Well, that's a wrap. Later.